I've been listening to parents' stories and testimonies on Vax TV on YouTube, and uh, and also like some lectures from Suzanne Humphreys. Um, Not lectures, but more like talks. And I watched one video where Dr. Suzanne was talking about how she was in a meeting where Dr. Paul Offit and a few other people were giving like a meeting with other like medical students. And one of the things she said that they said was they were basically coaching these medical students on how to basically push and parents into vaccinating their children. And the number one thing, the first thing they said was, don't give them a choice. Tell them, we're giving your child so-and-so vaccine today. I mean, other things were said, and if you're interested in watching it, just go on the Vax TV YouTube channel, and you can even type in Dr. Suzanne Humphreys Vax TV, and it should come up. But anyhow, who do these people think they are? When did the medical community become this religion that thinks that they can tell people what to do with their children? It's just, like this kind of thing just arouses this passion in me. Like, who do these people think they are? That you think you're going to tell me what my child is going to get. So anyway, it arises a passion in me, not a passion to slam vaccines or slam people who do choose to vaccinate or whatever, but it arouses the passion in me to send out the message that we have a choice. Like, parents have a choice. And there's so many stories. I think one of the main purposes of Vax TV is to give they go all around the United States, and there's so many stories on there, and give every person their chance to tell their story of what they saw happen before their eyes. Okay? If you take a medication and you immediately notice you're getting a bad side effect from this medication, well, that's obvious. I just took this medication and I'm getting a side effect. Well, that's a red flag. But these parents and people are being denied of what they're experiencing and what they're seeing right before their face. Their child is having a clear reaction to a medical intervention, a vaccination, which is common and like almost like obvious. Like, yes, this is a medical intervention that's being injected into your body. Yes, it's possible that you can have a side effect. But the medical community is making it seem like, oh no, that's impossible. I mean, if that's not completely brainwashed, I don't know what is. So anyway, this whole vax thing, they're giving people a voice and outlet to get their story out there and to let people know you have a choice. I think there's at least 3 states where vaccines are definitely by law required if you're going to public school. But we have a choice and we can participate in that. Like in my state, there's religious exemptions, there's medical exemption. We can exercise our rights. And I also received an email from the National Vaccine Information Center. If you subscribe to their website, you'll get a notification if something in your state is going to be changed, or if somebody's trying to pass a law or a rule in your state that tries to restrict exemptions or take away exemptions. So I would suggest you, especially if you have kids, get active in that, because you have a voice and your voice matters. There was some kind of change happening in my state, where the Cabinet for Health and Family Services wants to propose some kind of new rule. So I can actively call my representative from my county and get involved in that. And I'm also going to send in my comment to the hearing that they're supposed to be having. So anyhow, the main thing is parents have a choice. For the most part, you have a choice, and don't just think that this is something you have to do, because the medical community, for the most part, is going to make you think that that's what you have to do. Because like I said in that video with Dr. Suzanne Humphreys, that's their number one agenda, is to make you think that you don't have a choice. They're telling you your child is receiving these vaccinations today. Don't fall for it. Oh, and I watched so many videos where parents were saying, my gut instinct was telling me to get out of that office, not to get my child vaccinated, just go. And they didn't listen. They didn't listen to their inside, to their instinct, to their knowing, their parental knowing. And they allowed themselves to become bullied by nurses and doctors. They allowed themselves to succumb to that pressure. And their child ended up with an injury. Am I saying that every child that gets vaccinated gets injured? No. But these specific people had the instinct, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And they did it. And there was a repercussion. Their child got damaged. Who was there to support them after that? No one. The doctors deny it. Oh, that's not from the vaccine. This is terrible. I cannot believe that that's happening. It's just so terrible. Instead of just saying, wow, you know what? You're right. We did just vaccinate your child so-and-so days ago, and you said that they got these symptoms afterwards. Wow, we're going to look into that. Okay? But instead, they deny it, and then the parents come back over and over again to continue to get the child vaccinated. I mean, some people at least. But if you're a parent, you have a choice, and you need to stand up for your rights. You need to stand up for yourself and your child and what you know on the inside, and the research and what you've read into about it. And if you're a parent and you feel that vaccinations are right for your child, and you in your conscience and from what you've read into it, you believe it's fine, then you have the freedom to do that. But if you're a parent and something is telling you this is not going to be good for my child, you need to take a step back, because once you do it, the damage will be done, and that's it. But if you have a feeling like you shouldn't do it, you should look into it more, you should wait, then wait it out and read more stuff, look into it, research it more. You don't have to do it. You're the parent, it's your child, and it's your choice. You do not have to be pressured and bullied by doctors. Doctors and nurses and the medical community needs to humble themselves, because they're there to serve people and to help educate people, not to pressure people and bamboozle them into doing this for numbers. It's all about numbers, like how many, we have to raise our numbers, we have to, get so and so many people vaccinated. So yeah, doctors are there to serve us. If you feel that your pediatrician, your doctor is not working with you, they're not honoring you and what you think and what you've looked into, and they're trying to act like they're higher than you and they're talking down to you, you need to get out of there. Especially if you can find another doctor. You don't have to go to that doctor. You don't have to go to the visits they tell you to go to. It's your child, and you study and you know your child best. You don't have to do anything they're telling you to do. It's our choice, and they're our children. And doctors are there to help us if need be. And just to end this video, there's so many doctors more out there. There was another one I just discovered, but I forgot the name, so I can't mention it in this video. But lots of doctors are speaking out. Lots of doctors are not speaking out because they're scared. It's like a medical community mafia out there that if you say anything, slightly remotely negative about vaccines, you're going to get slammed. Like Dr. Sears, Dr. Bob Sears, which he promotes an alternative vaccine schedule. He's getting slammed. People think that he should get his license revoked and all kinds of stuff just over this one topic. So, yeah, parents, you have a choice.